Hello, welcome to Coding Blocks Automation Lab. This is Shurful. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how can we automate browsers scroll up and down in Selenium. It means we all know, so when you have a browser, we have the scroll, the scroll bar. So sometimes we may need to, up and down this is scroll bar, especially down, So by default it's in the main page in the top, so most of the times we need to down, but sometimes we may need to up. We will see how can we do this through the Selenium. Okay, let's go to our Eclipse. So here I create a class, it's called scroll in Selenium, and as it is I use the set properties for my Chrome driver key and also the directory path of the Chrome driver exe file. And as it is I use maximize method, I use delete all cookies method, and also I applied implicitly await not 20 seconds, it's still too late, it's 10 seconds. Let's see. Okay, and then I launch this codingblocks.com. So if you launch, when you launch this page, by default our browser, our scroll vertically scroll, this scroll bar is here. So we'll see how we can go a little bit down, and then we can also see how we can go all the way down, and then number 3 we'll see how we can scroll down up until a specific element. So example element is like learn more. We'll see how we can go down up until so this learn more. So when it scroll will down, and will it will go up until this learn more. So this learn more will be visible. Okay, this is the 3 scenarios we'll see. So just to see, as far I have seen maintaining or doing the automation for this scroll bar, it's a little bit complicated for all different way. I found this the most easiest way is using JavaScript, even though all of our tutorial based on Java, but for a specific this tutorial we're going to use JavaScript because the scroll bar is a JavaScript function. So it's better to use some of the very simple JavaScript the methods class, as well as there's a method, then we can easily do this automate. So let's see. So JavaScript is itself a class, okay, and it has a very simple method. It's called executeScript method, and under this through this executeScript method we can do the automate our scroll bar. So let's see how can we do this. So since, as I said, the first is we're going to down, okay, a little bit down. So by default is here we're going to a little bit down, some specific height. So to use a JavaScript class, as I said, JavaScript Executor is a class. We're going to use the JavaScript Executor class. So where if we know that, so if we want to use any method from a library API, we have to create an object. But since JavaScript is, we're not using JavaScript, we're using JavaScript, it's not, we're not using Java. So in JavaScript, we can't create an object like we do in Java. At that time, what do we have to do? We have to it's pretty much similar. We have to cast out our driver into JavaScript Executor class. Let's see how can we do this. So we're first our first test is number 1. Okay, scroll down a page, scroll down a bar, scroll down the bar a bit lower. Okay, so here I'm going to use, it's called JavaScript, okay, Executor. This is the class. So lower using JavaScript Executor class. So unlike Java, we're not going to create, we can't create object of the class. There is no the new keyword, it doesn't exist in JavaScript. Okay, so we're going to use to call the JavaScript first the class. Okay, we're going to have to cast our driver into JavaScript. So here is the JavaScript. To cast it, what are you going to do? We'll put this one is a bracket, and then we'll type driver. That's the way you can cast your driver to JavaScript executor class. And the rest of the stuff, it's same. We'll put in a variable, say example JS, and the return type is the JavaScript executor. Hover our mouse, import JavaScript executor. You can see, okay, import the package. Okay, hover our mouse. So let's okay, so now JS, it's pointing to JavaScript executor class. So we can use all the method belongs to this JavaScript executor class. Say, let's copy the JS. So we'll say JS dot, okay, it has one of the method is called executeScript. executeScript. You can say executeScript. Okay, executeScript, and there is a 2 argument. Number 1, we'll use we have to say what do you want to execute. So, I mean, this method, the executeScript, can execute to a JavaScript function. What kind of function? So the function we have to tell, say scroll, like Windows scroll, right? Windows scroll, or you can say Windows scroll, or just you can say scroll. Say you can say, okay, let's put a very okay, it's expect string, right? It expect a string. So we're going to say window dot scroll window scroll by you have to say here is your your specific amount, like your how much you wanna go down. So you're going to say window scroll by you want to go up or down. So if you want to say up and down, we have to give the the x-axis and y-axis values. So if you want to go down, we're going to put, so there is nothing on x-axis, so we're using all its y-axis because it's a vertical, right? So we're going to use, example, 500. Okay, that's the your measurement for your scroll to down up until 500. And then for the second one, we'll keep it empty. Okay, and then close this one. So we can use this one, or we can say same thing a little bit much easier. Let's see, let's save it and see if it works or not. Let's run it. Okay, it's invoked the site. Looks good. You can see the bar, scroll bar is here. Here we go. You see the scroll bar, it goes down from here to here. Okay, so it's just measurement. You have to guess your measurement, like it's pretty much, you can say it's 500, it means 1/3. So maybe you have to, if you want to go down, you can increase this y-axis values. Okay, this way, or you can put the same thing a little bit much more easier. So let's put in a comment this one. So we'll tell scroll, you don't have to say window, you can just put scroll and then not by scroll, and then same thing. Okay, so it means we're saying, okay, use the executeScript method. So executeScript method is a method, it's apply to a JavaScript function. So what kind of function? In UI. So it's a function is like we're going to apply this method to a scroll bar, which is scroll and then you have to tell you go up and down. This is a if you want to go down, so your y-axis is always 0, and is your 500 is your it's a down for the y-axis values, and your x-axis is always 0. And then another argument, it just put it blank. Okay, you can do this one too. Let's save it. Let's see if it works or not. Yeah, launch the browser. Okay, looks good. You can see our scroll bar here, and it goes down. Okay, you can see, so it's both works pretty good. So we'll keep this one. Okay, so this is the one. Scroll down the bar a bit lower as per your measurement you want, using the JavaScript executor class, and inside the class is execute script. Okay, that's a method. Number two, we'll see that how can we scroll down all the way. Okay, scroll down all the way. We'll see scroll the page all the way down. Number two, scroll the page all the way down. Okay, how can we do this? So the same thing, we're going to use scroll this part. Same method we're going to use js.executeScript, and then let's execute.executeScript, and then it expect two argument, and you can see both, and it's expect two argument. So we're going to use, and the first one it's both, or it's a string, expect a string, right? So we're going to say scroll since it's going to be a scroll all the way down, so again it's a 0 for the x-axis values, and we're saying, and it's a part of JavaScript. So if you don't know the JavaScript, that's maybe a little bit weird to you, but that's a way it's a JavaScript. The command is used. Say document.body. Just you have to remember it. As scrollHeight. Okay. So what's we're saying, and we'll keep it this one as an empty. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay, so we're saying, okay, scroll how much, the x-axis is 0 and y-axis is, we're saying document.body.scrollHeight. As long as the page body have a document, goes all the way down. ScrollHeight, it means as long as the page have a document, for that document, the height, as long as it has a height, scroll down all the way as per the height. Okay, that's the meaning. In a JavaScript, this is the one of the command they use, document by document. So this is the part of the JavaScript command. So if you don't know the JavaScript, maybe it's just a little bit weird, but that's the way it is. Just for this exercise, you can remember this, or keep it on your node and just use this. Okay, that's the way. So let's save it, and then we'll run it. Let's see. So let's put this one also in comment. So otherwise, it will go down, then it will use this one. Okay, or maybe both of them we can use together. Let's both of them. So it will go down. This one will work first, a little bit down, and this one will go all the way down. Let's run it. Okay, so launch the browser. Maximize the window. Pretty good. The browser is bar is here, scroll bar is here, page is still loading. Okay, you can see it goes all the way down. So I mean it works. I mean first one code it goes a little bit down, but it's there, we didn't put any weight, there's no weight, so it goes all the way down. You can see the bar is right now here, so it works. Okay, awesome. So this is the easiest way. If you try, if you Google it, you will see that a lot of people, they do different way, but it's a little bit complicated to me. I feel like the JavaScript executor is one of the best way to handle or automate your scroll bar. Number three, it's scroll down until a element is viewed. Okay, scroll the page until an element is viewed. I mean it's scroll down until an element it shows, it's displayed. Okay, this is very useful scenarios. If you do mobile testing, you will see in the mobile testing this is very frequently used, this scenarios, because a lot of times in mobile testing, the mobile screen, you have to go scroll down to see some of the specific function or features, and this is very helpful. This is the same scenarios you can apply in mobile testing. Anyways, so how can we do this? We're going to, so let's see this, what's the element here. So example, we're going to come with learn more. Okay, learn more. So we want to make sure this is scroll bar goes down and up until this learn more, this this element shows, this element viewed. So it maybe it's not going to be like this, is that the bar is not going to come up to here, because if it's come here it shows, if it goes down it also shows. So usually it's the element it shows in the middle of your screen. So it will make sure the scroll bar will go down until the element is displayed in the screen. Right now it's right here, you can't see the element unless you go down, right? So let's see. So I have to spy this learn more button. Let's see what it has. Let's use our crop path. Okay, relative X path. Select this, copy this. Okay, looks like it's a little bit long, it's fine. So let's put in a variable this element. So I will say driver dot find element by dot XPath. I will use the XPath by dot XPath, and then this is the XPath. Paste the whole XPath. Looks good. Okay, and let's put this one in a variable. So let's give a variable name. What's the variable? Learn more. Let's give a variable name learn more. Learn more, and the return type would be wave element. Right? So hover mouse, input the wave element package. Looks good. Now learn more, have the knowledge about the learn more object. So now we're going to use our again js.executeScript. Execute a script, the same method, and then first argument would be in a string. So we'll say this is the a little bit different the argument we're going to pass here. We'll say arguments, and then 0, and then we'll say dot, just bear with me, scroll into view, scroll into view, which is true, true, and then we'll say here we'll put we'll put here, I think before we'll put it, there is a semicolon, and then we'll put a comma on the right, and then we'll put the second argument. It's our object. What's the object? This one. Okay, this one, and then semicolon. So what I'm saying, ExecuteScript method apply, where apply to arguments. There's the arguments 0. It means since it's it will go all the way down. It will go down, so there will be no argument for the x-axis. So this is that's why it's 0. And then dot scroll into view. That's again, it's a part of the JavaScript. I'm saying scroll into view. The function will be true. So it means you will scroll until a element is showed, is displayed, is viewed. This function is true. Its function will be enabled, where the x-axis argument is 0, as well as and also the word, and also the up until the element which is the learn more object. Okay, that's it. So let's do this one. Let's commit this one, put a commit this one, so that it doesn't go all the way down, and this code doesn't apply. So we'll use this one. Okay, save it and run it. Let's see. Invoke the browser. Looks good. Okay, the scroll bar is here. It's supposed to go down. Still it's loading. Here we go. You can see the scroll is now all the way down, but it didn't work the same way, even though it's the impact is same, like it went all the way down, but its main objective was it goes all the way down to display, to view until it's viewed this learn more element, this one. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it will be exactly this way, because it want to make sure the element we want to view, it's pretty much almost the middle of your screen. So that's why to show this element at almost the middle of the screen, it goes a little bit more down. But how much is going to be down, it's really depends on the element where it is. Okay, that's why, and also it wants to make sure it's views. That's why it shows in almost the middle of the screen, and that's why the bar goes a little bit down too. But that's the way it works. Okay, pretty much this is the code. It's working, and you can see in the console there is no error. So that's the three function, or the three scenarios we can cover using JavaScript executor class, and inside the class ExecuteScript method. It's the most easiest way to handle our scroll bar to automate in Selenium. Hopefully you enjoy the tutorial, and stay tuned. Watch the next one. Thank you so much. You have a good one.